Dad.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to take the green flag. Tonight on the Josh Nolan and Oliver S. Full Throttle Racing Show #1 on YouTube, we have with us racing superstar James Hamlin. Welcome to the show, James. Welcome to the
Oh,
show, James.
oh, sorry. Thank you.
Yes, Oliver, I'm going to let you start with the questions tonight. How's that? Hold on. I'm going to bring Oliver back in here. Yo, Oliver. Woo-hoo. I brought him in, but I don't know where he went. Uh, he did not have his mic on either. Hold on a second there.
Oh, well,
Yeah, there we go. Hey, Oliver, I'm gonna let you start with the questions for James. How's that?
already. So how'd you kind of get into the sport of racing?
So my dad took me on a trip to the Portland Auto Show, and we were looking at junior dragsters, and I had to be 8, so my dad we saw a quarter midget, so we bought a quarter midget, and we started off driving that around in the local parking lots.
Okay, very cool. So what series, not series, what car do you run right now? And yeah, what car do you run right now?
I run 3 quarter midgets, a cage cart, and a legend.
And where are those?
The quarter midgets are with NASCAR U Series all over, and then the cage cart is Roseburg or Salem, and then the legends at South Sound.
Okay. So what would you say it's like kind of racing multiple different series and cars at one time? What's it kind of like for to do?
It's a hard and there's a lot of cars to run.
Okay. So would you say kind of since you run 3 series, off the track is a big part of your off time along racing, or do you kind of find a way to balance in between?
I kind of find a way to balance it in between.
Okay. So who's kind of the person that kind of does the working around the shop for all your cars you run?
It's my dad, and then when we're at the track, it's my dad and Ultimate QM.
Okay. Josh, you got any questions?
Yes, James. So I see that you raced the Battle of the Brickyard in 2023. What was that like to race that?
Uh, there was a lot. There was a lot of cars, and there was a lot of racing, but it was really fun at the same time.
Okay. At the Battle of the Brickyard, did you get the results you wanted, or did that not happen that weekend?
We got a little bit of the results we wanted, but at the same time, it wasn't all the results I wanted.
Okay. So I also see, James, that you went to the Watkins Glen Xfinity Series race. What was that like to go to and watch?
It was fun to watch.
Who's your favorite Xfinity driver, James?
I don't really have a favorite Xfinity driver.
How about your favorite NASCAR driver?
Uh, Same thing. I don't really have a favorite NASCAR driver.
Okay. So James, let's flip here. A second here. Um, you guys race with the Langley Quarter Midget Association, right?
A little bit, not as we used to a lot more, but now we're like traveling all over now.
So what was it like to race for the Langley Quarter Midget Association?
It was actually kind of easy.
Yeah.
There was
So when
so
you go
there was
ahead.
like 3 or 4 kids that had competition for me, but other than that, it wasn't. It was pretty just. I was
Okay.
pretty much just in front.
So you were saying you race cage carts and bandoleros. Was it hard to learn to race cage carts and bandoleros coming from quarter midgets?
Uh, Not really. The cage kart wasn't really the hardest to learn because it's like the same small track. It's pretty much the same concept, but at the same time, it's not.
Okay.
But then the Bandolero, it's not. It's not like you just hop in it from a quarter midget and be like super fast because it's also a lot bigger track.
Okay.
And I have a lot
Okay.
more time to think than in the quarter midgets.
Okay. So what's your favorite part about racing a Bandolero, James?
Uh, Probably getting to race at the big track.
Okay. So I see you race the Bandolero Nationals out there, where you live at. What was that like to race that?
The Nationals.
Yes.
Uh, it was pretty fun. It was also had a lot more competition.
Did you meet to get a lot to get a did you get to meet a lot of different drivers?
Yeah, a lot of different drivers.
Okay. So Oliver, do you have any questions?
I do. Um, so what was it? What would you say is kind of your dream car to kind of race as you kind of move up through the series?
What do you mean by dream car race? Like
Just like I guess not dream car, but like a car that you want to be able to race in your future.
probably a late model.
Is that asphalt?
Yeah.
Okay. So what would you um so I guess kind of going back to the simple things. What's your racing number and how'd you kind of go along with picking that number?
So, uh, it's the five. The five is from like the 5 points of the star, and then my J is just for my name.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of great. I think that's like kind of the first one that kind of went from a different like shape and stuff like that. So that's very cool. So do you have any kind of sponsors that you would like to shout out?
PNW Motorsports and my family.
All right. And are you still looking for sponsorship?
Yes, we're still looking for sponsorship. Um, yeah, we're still looking for sponsorship.
All right. So if anybody on the show what is interested, go out and shoot out James Hamlin and because he's looking for sponsorship. Um, but yeah, that's really all I got. Josh, you got any questions?
Yeah, James, when you started your racing career, did you have some goals that you were trying to set?
Uh, my most of my goals are just to have fun.
Okay. So have you achieved that goal?
Yeah.
Okay. So James, uh, what is the most favorite racetrack that you've ever raced on?
Uh, Probably Bull Ring in California
Okay. So why is that your favorite track?
because it's really fast and it's like really deep. Like it's really
Okay.
banked. It's like pretty much a bowl.
Okay. So, James, do you have a lot of friends in the racing world?
Yes, lots of them.
Is there any of them that you'd like to shout out?
Uh, Let me think. No, not really.
Okay. So, James, I'm going to go ahead and turn the mic over to you right now. You can ask us some questions if you would like.
Okay. Did Oliver, do you race any cars?
I do. I used to race go karts up here in Wisconsin, and now, as you guys see from behind me, I this year I've moved on to the Northern Sport Mods, also known as B Mods.
Yeah, that's really all I have.
All right.
Okay. So, James, is there anybody else you would like to send us a thank you out to for helping you with it with your career?
Probably my brother-in-law for fixing my cars when they break, and Ultimate QM.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much, James. Do you have any racing pages that the racing fans can follow you on?
Wait, what? I couldn't hear you. Sorry.
Do you have any racing pages that the racing fans can follow you on?
No, not yet. Here soon.
Okay, okay. Well, thank you very much, James, for being on our racing show tonight, talking to us about your career and getting to know you a little bit better. I'll let you step out, James. Gonna give a little racing news update for you there on here, and then we'll call you and thank you in just a little bit. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, that was James Hamlin coming to us from out there in Oregon. So thank you to James for being on our show tonight. Little racing news update for you. Austin Prock announced, and John Force Racing announced today that Austin is going to jump in the seat of Robert Height's Top Fuel Funny Car starting this year because Robert is out on medical leave. So good luck to Austin Prock. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of things are starting to shake up with the IndyCar stuff. Santino Ferrucci is going to be driving the 14 car for AJ Foyt. So definitely that's going to be interesting. And also, Rick Ware Racing number 51 announced who their driver is. So that's going to be pretty cool to see where that goes with their new driver. But everybody's getting ready to go down to Florida to race the dirt down there for kick off their seasons. Definitely sprint car, late model, caged, not caged, but crate sportsman's, um, pavement modifieds. Definitely, everybody's heading down to Florida. So good luck to all them drivers there. So, Oliver, you have any racing news updates?
I actually have a few things. So in 18 days already, we're starting NASCAR because they're heading down to the class to do the Clash, Busch Clash once again, and then in 32 days we have the regular season. And also kind of so yeah, it's cool. I guess not cool, but it's kind of shocking. Racing season's already here. It seems like the year just started. Now we're right back into doing things. But and then also I got a chance to watch a Chili Bowl, and two-time winner. I don't remember what his name is, but I think it was back-to-back Chili Bowl winners for the Chili Bowl. So yeah, that was pretty exciting. Not very I guess not very like wreckage race. Most of the times when you think Chili Bowl, you think of all the big wrecks, but I believe there was only 4 wrecks in the entirety of the Chili Bowl A main.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So, what did you think of Thomas Meserel on that wreck there at the end of his qualifying race?
I did not see. I got the only part of the Chili Bowl I got to see was the final event. So
Timez got into it with I can't remember what the guy's name is, but yeah, he coming to get the checkered flag. Yeah, Timez got taken out by another driver, and that did not go so hot.
yeah, I wouldn't expect it to. I know there's so much on the line with those drivers, and it can either go really good for you or it can really go bad for you. So I know I saw a lot of the big names though fall quickly to the bottom of the list. I know I believe cars like kind of Tanner Holmes, a lot of NASCAR drivers that were kind of running that series. I mean, not series, that race ended up kind of dropping to the lower mains right away, and we got to see those kind of big names really, like not big names, but kind of other main midget guys kind of come down up to, I mean, come up to the A main. So that was pretty cool. I know I saw Chase Briscoe in the A main.
Yeah,
All right, I think you
let's
kind
thank
of
our
broke.
sponsors and get. Yep. Let's thank our sponsors and then we'll be done for the night. How's that? Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Dirt Track Race Cars and Company, dirttrackracecars.com. So go hit them up for all your racing diecast needs, 164th and 124th scale racing collectibles. So go hit them up. Also, ladies and gentlemen, go follow Brody Manning Motorsports. Brody Manning Motorsports, big support of this racing show. Also, New England Hemophilia Association / Walking with Waylon Page. Waylon Page does some pretty awesome adventures. But if you would like to sponsor a racing show or be on a racing show, feel free to email us at jjnolan151@gmail.com, or you can call or text us at 712-209-7138. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a good night. From the Josh Nolan and
Albert Schultz Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube.
thank you very much. Have a good night. I'll call you in just a little bit, Oliver.